Hello again, I am Blunty, and these are the RayNeo Air 2, and they're probably the best, most cost-effective way you have to dive into finding out how useful and convenient it can be to have something slim, light, subtle-looking, and super portable you can slap on your face that, according to the spec sheets, gives you a personal viewing screen that looks like a 120-inch screen sitting at about 6 meters away from you. And hey, if you're a regular here on my channel, you know I am a lifelong gamer, so when I tell you, my fellow gamers in particular, to listen carefully to what is on offer here, you'll know why I was pretty eager to give these a go when RayNeo slid into my DMs and asked if I'd be interested in a sponsor spot to have a chat about these RayNeo Air 2 XR glasses, and then I looked at the spec sheets. So, this is sponsored, which means we're not calling this a review, but we'll still be looking at a typical Blunty style walkthrough of what these can do, what they're good for, and the kinds of stuff you might want to do with them, and how I feel how I've been using them. Now, right off the bat, before we dig in proper, let me give you the very first impression these triggered from me as I was unboxing them. Simply, they're surprisingly comfortable. Now, I've worn this kind of device before, and by nature of the technology, XR glasses, they are of course a little chunkier than ordinary glasses, but these are both surprisingly slim and surprisingly light compared to other examples of this technology I've had sitting on my face. And that, alongside things like the clever adjustable nose bridge, makes them very comfortable, simple to custom fit, and easy for lengthy use, which, as someone who wants to game with them and watch movies on them, or entire series of binge watching shows, that's pretty vital, right? You want to be able to wear them for long periods of time comfortably. Because I don't know about you, but I do those things for many hours on end very often. In the box, you also get a little magnetic frame, which, if you wear glasses, you can use to have your personal prescription fitted to. It's right in the box. It's not an optional extra or add-on you have to buy separately. It's just there in the box. It's awesome. So thoughtful. So, once on your face, you'll be looking at a screen presented via two independent Sony next-gen low-power micro OLED displays, each at 1080p resolution, covering 108% of sRGB color gamut and an adjustable brightness that ramps up to 600 nits. The non-nerdy way to say that is it's crisp, it's clean, it's sharp, it's colorful, and with great contrast. And yes, you can use this for regular 2D content and 3D stuff as well. We'll come back to that later. But here's the big number that really caught my eye, so to speak, because glasses, and why this is especially attractive to gamers in particular. The refresh rate can do 60 Hertz, sure, of course you can, you need that as a bare minimum, right? But it can also do a full fat 120 Hertz refresh rate, which is much more interesting if you're a gamer. Oh man, just think about how many kinds of glorious it is to be able to wear a full HD 120 Hertz OLED gaming screen that looks like a great big TV from a few meters away, and just that this is it. It'll fit into your pocket. And if you, as a gamer, have yet to experience the absolute fluidity and crisp feel of high refresh rate gaming, how do I explain this? So you know how much better 60 FPS feels over 30? Well, moving from 60 Hertz to 120 Hertz isn't quite as, oh my god, I can never go back, what the heck, I've ruined it forever, as that is, but oh man, is it super nice. It feels so good. Even if you're one of those people who can't sort of see the difference, if you just look at your screen, you can't say, oh, that's 60 Hertz screen, that's running at 90 Hertz, that's 120 Hertz. You feel it in the games more than anything else, or at least I do. Now, the screen it projects essentially takes up 46 degrees of your field of view, which is basically perfect because it's about as big as you could want it. It looks big, it sits right in the sweet spot in the center of your vision, but it doesn't stretch so far into your peripherals where things sort of fall out of focus anywhere. You have to side-eye it. It's really nicely balanced in the way they've designed these things. And to put the clarity of the screen into another framework, another context, let's talk about pixels per degree, which, as you might imagine, describes how many pixels you can see per horizontal degree of viewing angle. On the very newest VR headsets, you know the one, I've been making a bunch of videos about it recently, people have, including yours truly, been praising its clarity, its resolution, its crispness. It has a pixels per degree measurement of 25. The RayNeo Air 2 XR glasses give you 49 pixels per degree, basically ever so slightly less than double. The RayNeo Air 2 also has a pair of sublinear speakers built into the arms, so no need for additional headphones, although of course you can totally use your separate headphones or earphones or Bluetooth, whatever you need. It's just nice to have those there so you don't have to worry about also bringing headphones with you if you're just out and about and you're traveling with these or whatnot. Connectivity-wise, basically plug right into anything that has a standard USB-C DisplayPort output, which these days is a lot of things. My desktop gaming PC can do it, my editing rig does it, my MacBook Air can do it, my handheld gaming PC can do it, all of my docks that I use with all this various stuff can do it, and keep watching because there is also a way to do it for the Nintendo Switch and Android and iPhones as well. So then, let's talk about portable gaming. As you might imagine, the mix of a large presenting screen, high pixels per degree, twin Sony micro OLED displays and up to 120Hz refresh rate, gaming on the RayNeo Air 2 XR glasses is, well, in a word, it's delightful. And of course, over the last few years, between phones getting way more powerful and capable, the Nintendo Switch, of course, the Steam Deck, and this year's floodgates just bursting open on Windows-based gaming handhelds, portable gaming has never been better. And while a lot of today's devices have great screens, like properly great screens, they are, by design, also small screens. I mean, your best case scenario is like a 7-inch screen, right? This, of course, lets you have all the delight and convenience of portable gaming without giving up the big screen feel or having you hunched over your device and, you know, neck strain and whatnot. And it does it without compromising on visual fidelity because, in fact, odds are these micro OLED screens have better color and contrast and high refresh rates than your handheld does anyway, and zero issues with glare or reflections from the outside world. Better in every way, pretty much. I mentioned the Nintendo Switch before, which doesn't actually have a DisplayPort over USB-C out, but RayNeo also have a solution they call the Joy Dock, and it's a 5,000 mAh battery pack to significantly extend your Nintendo Switch playtime while out and about, and a custom-made bespoke Nintendo Switch dock that will connect directly to the RayNeo Air 2 XR glasses at the full docked resolution of 1080p. It even has a bespoke clip that'll sit on the back of your Nintendo Switch and keep things tidy and tight. No fuss, easy travel, simple, easy, elegant design too. It's pretty slick actually, I really quite like it. And if you have a mobile device that can do video out over USB, but just so happens it's not the modern DisplayPort over USB-C implementation, like for example my iPhone, there's a solution for that too. It's called the Mirror Screen Portable Adapter. It too has a built-in battery pack and will take your video from the iPhone's Lightning port or non-DP USB-C video out and pipe it seamlessly across directly to the RayNeo Air 2 glasses as well. The personal cinema experience in these is great too, and you can switch between normal 2D mode and 3D mode for watching standard side-by-side encoded 3D movies and whatnot in an absolute instant as well. And just like in a VR headset, because each of your eyes gets its own individual screen, 3D content looks amazing. There's no crosstalk, there's no flickering, no fuzziness, no brightness loss, no contrast problems, nothing but the absolute crispest, cleanest, brightest, most color-rich viewing experience these can possibly give you. It is the best way to look at 3D content, doing it this way. I have been waiting years for this kind of technology to finally be good and practical and more affordable all at the same time, and here it is. Links are of course in the down below waiting for you when you're ready to dig even deeper, because believe it or not, there is even more neat stuff that hasn't fit into this video, like the whisper mode, for example. Want to know what that is? Click. Spoiler alert, it's a special audio mode that does some clever trickery to help keep your listening private. So if you've ever been even slightly curious if something like this would be something that would make your life more fun, or more interesting, or more convenient, or just making sort of portable media and gaming better in general, and such a huge leap from, you know, squinting at your phone or a little screen while on a train or a plane or a beach or whatever, well, now you know. The RayNeo Air 2 are out there waiting for you. They're just waiting for you. Click the links in the down below to find out more, and thank you to RayNeo for sponsoring this look at a really cool product. Oh, and if you're out there thinking, can I trust this brand? I've never heard of RayNeo before. Who the heck are they? Yeah, you actually have heard of them before, because RayNeo lives under TCL's roof, and those people have been making electronics, TVs and whatnot since the 90s, so that's cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. I am Blunty. We'll catch you next time. Thank you as always to the patrons scrolling up above there, and seriously, these really are. I mean, I wouldn't have taken their money unless I properly think they're good, and they're properly good.